Good morning and welcome to the Morning Breath Livestream. This morning we're going to be talking about heart before we start our breathwork practice. We spent the past 3 days talking about orientation, transformation as practice, and the tools to do it. So today we're going to be talking about the central piece to all of it. Those 3 themes that we've covered this week are just independent themes and require something to interconnect them in order to become emergent, in order to become something more, something new. And this is where heart comes in. Orientation without heart is performative. Self-improvement without heart is simply theater. The heart is what makes all of this authentic and sincere. It's the difference between doing your practice and being transformed by your practice. When we talk about heart here, we're not speaking only metaphorically. Heart represents 3 things. It represents authenticity, which is showing up with sincerity and honesty. It represents intention, which is aligning actions with our values. And it represents presence, which is being fully engaged in this moment, not in the future and not in the past, in the moment that we are arriving right now. But without heart, we perform these disciplines. We mimic the transformation we're seeking, and we collect these tools without changing them. And we all do this in our life. We all have the tools that we ordered for some grand idea, whether it's working out or learning how to cook or any sort of project that we have the idea that we're going to dive into. Buy the tools on Amazon and then don't touch them. Heart is what keeps this practice real. We are not only speaking in just metaphorical terms, and we're not just speaking in metaphysical terms either. Modern neuroscience confirms something that ancient traditions have always known, that the heart is not just simply a pump, and it's not just simply an emoji. It is a cognitive and regulatory system within our bodies. The heart sends more electrical signals to our brain than the brain sends to our heart. The heart influences our emotional state, and it shapes our perception and our decision making in the same system that our brain is operating our logical and problem solving. This is often referred to as heart-brain connection or coherence. When our heart rhythm patterns become coherent, the nervous system stabilizes, our brain processes information more clearly, emotional regulation improves, and we can enter a state that's known as coherent flow. When the heart and the brain synchronize, clarity, recognition, all expand. So how do we connect our heart and our brain? Through breath. Breath is one of the only systems that is both automatic, you don't have to think about it, and voluntary. You can become aware of it and actually hold your breath, control your breath, think about your breath, engage your breath for longer cycles. It is the doorway between the unconscious and the conscious in ourselves. When we slow and focus the breath, heart rhythms stabilize, the nervous system shifts towards regulation, and the brain becomes more receptive and less reactive. Breath is how we bring our heart's full capacity for engaging intelligence. As we continue this journey over the next 14 weeks, exploring self-awareness, self-regulation, self-reflection, and ongoing self-inquiry, all of these require heart to do it in all of its capacities. Without authenticity, these practices become mechanical. With heart, they become transformative. The practices we are building here are not just about discipline. They're about learning to live with integrity and coherence between the heart and the mind. So today, as we move into our breath practice, bring attention to the heart space. Let our breath move gently in and out from our chest. Imagine that as you inhale, the breath comes in and swirls around your heart. And as you exhale, it swirls the other way and back out your mouth. Don't force it. You're not striving towards something. Just be here. Be present. Over time, this practice strengthens the connection between your heart and your brain. You end up learning to be more resilient in difficult situations, more coherent in your cognitive ability. And from this place, transformation becomes far more natural. Now let's breathe together. I'm going to sit up straight, my feet are on the ground. I'm going to move my hips back and forth. Roll my shoulders back. My head is up. I'm going to place my hand over my heart because I want to bring attention to my heart. I want to bring attention to what it is that I intend to transform and change, to connect. And we're going to start with a 5.5-second inhale through the nose. We're going to hold just for a second. And when we hold, I want you to feel that space in between breath. It's far more expansive than you might think. I want you to feel that space, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth. So here we go. Hold and begin your gratitude. I am thankful to be here. I am thankful for the opportunity to rise with the sun. Expand your gratitude. When your mind wanders, come back to your gratitude list. Cultivate those positive emotions. Allow those neurons on your heart to light up. Now on with the next inhale, breathe out with a sigh. One more. And that's our practice for today. Go and have an excellent day. If you need to come back to your breath, simply bring attention to it. Inhale for that 5.5 seconds. Hold for just a moment. Feel what's inside that pause. And then exhale through your mouth for 5.5 seconds. This is the art of self-regulation. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow.